I've been busy again. I've been out searching for furniture all over the place, and I've come up with the goods this time. I've come up with this beautiful antique sideboard. If you have a look, there we go. I'm going to take you through a step-by-step of what I've done to the furniture to turn it around and actually sell it in the end for £320 when I actually picked it up for nothing. There was quite a bit of damage to it, and I tried to keep true to the actual piece itself. The more I looked at it, the more I fell in love with it. The age of the wood and the colour, I just loved it. As with anything, preparation is key, so I had to get rid of the trim that was on the top from the dresser. It wasn't too hard to get off, to be honest with you, and once you got the little edge up, it came off pretty easily. Actually, the nails were probably the hardest bit. I actually knocked some of them back into the board just to make sure that it didn't rip up the sander. The next bit to do was to fix the broken trim on the side, which was a bit harder than I expected. I sanded it all down and tried to glue it on its own, but that wasn't enough. What I ended up doing in the end was cutting the ends off a few nails, hammering them in, and then hammering the sideboard onto the nails with some glue, which actually worked really well. As you can see here, it's all back in place now and it looks great. Ready to sand, ready to get rid of these dark lines and the discolouring. It was actually covered in wax, which was quite difficult to get rid of, but eventually came up. Because of the age of the piece and what I wanted the piece to look like, I took the doors off and took the hinges off and then painted the doors, or sanded them and then painted. Look at these beautiful antique handles, so solid. Beautiful on these things. They're lovely. So intricate. Lovely bits of kit. Right, this is all ready to sand now, all the doors off and everything like that. Sanded it all down and it looks really, really nice. I only wanted to paint the drawers and the doors on this piece because I wanted the contrast of the wood and the paint, and it came out really nice, as you'll see later. I then used a white wax on the wood because I really didn't want a deep contrast of the light wood to the paint. So as you can see here, it's added a real nice whitewash to the wood. I also find it brings out the grain of the wood really, really well, and it absolutely covered your hands though. Back on with the doors after they've been painted. Luckily, used all the original screws. None of them had started pulling out. Back on with the handles. Some of the brass-headed screws that were the originals I found really difficult to get my screwdriver into, so I had to recut them. And this is the finished product. Absolutely stunning. I love the working on this piece. It went almost instantly once I put it up for 320 quid. Let me know what you think.